Gosh. Yo, I've been talking this whole time. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I don't do the CPI passing method. Um, it doesn't work with Apex. Oh my gosh. All right, how do bro, no way there's a fly in my room. Okay, so this long doesn't look bad except for the fact that we have news in 2 minutes. Puts or calls this morning? Pedro, I'm waiting for CPI news to come out, but this long doesn't look bad. I don't trade options either, so for me it would be longs or shorts, not puts or calls. I used to trade options, though picking contracts was kind of not my best thing. Again, I really haven't done much analysis behind this long, so if it doesn't work, um, don't blame it on me. But I'm waiting for news to come out. But as of right now, if I were to do some higher time frame analysis, delivering off of this 4 hour, I mean, there's a void though, so inversing this first one into this void. I don't really have too much of a bias right now. I mean, if we were still inside of this 1 hour, I would be bearish. But we're kind of already delivering from it. Oh wait, you can't even see it on. Here, I'll move it more over. All right, that should be good on the TikTok. I'll put it like that. All right. How does the CPI passing method work? Oh my gosh, bro. Why does my voice keep cracking? Okay, so that trade would have been stopped out there. The CPI passing method, um, it basically works. You long one and short one. You buy two evals. You long one and short one. But you have to do that if you want to do that. You have to do it with a prop firm that lets you do that. TPD doesn't let you do that. Okay, so we got 30 seconds till this comes out. Kind of want to grab water, but I don't think I have enough time. All right, let's see. CPI is news. It's one of the biggest, highest impact news things that comes out. It comes out in 10 seconds. It comes out at 8:30. Ja FRM Leo, you're gonna see it here in 5 seconds. About 5 seconds now. So you'll see here exactly at 8:30. So you'll see here. Watch. So you see right there, market just moved 75 points, which is normally a lot. Okay, and now a lot more. 130 point wick. Ooh, that looks so good. Yo, that looks so good for a data wick trade. That looks beautiful. Okay. So basically, like I know recently we've had a crazy like this candle was 60 points. Like a lot of these recent ones were like really big. Like this one, 160. This one was 500 points, but that one was news, the one that you just saw. But we've just had crazy volume recently because of a lot of the tariff stuff and everything. So we might not leave this data high here. I hope we do. I hope we trade away from it, sweep this low, and then come back. Like this is like ideal, but probably just gonna take this high here. Okay, we made it equalize on the 32nd as well. So we're gonna just see here what we get. I feel like you still get some profits maybe just by putting in an order and a sell limit on the top for like 20 points. I feel like you still get some profits maybe just by putting a buy and a sell limit order on top, like 20 points. No, you don't always get a wick, so Apex does let you do that, Lopez. Unfortunately, seems like we're taking out this data high here. I hope not. And right there, we took out the data high. Okay, so now I would look for a short off of sweeping that data high, but unfortunately, no setup. So now I'm gonna have to actually do some analysis. Do we have any more news today? So no more news. We also had unemployment claims there. We do still have PPI tomorrow, and we also have 10 a.m. news tomorrow. So I'll start my stream early tomorrow as well. Could get something tomorrow. Only thing I could think of right now would be this short, but I don't really like this short. It's just huge, horrible risk to reward. So, maybe if we trade back above this, get a short setup, sweep that. So ideally, we could get a sweep, resweep that high, also take out this high from the left. And we would be delivering from the hourly. Well, we already delivered from the hourly, but we would be resweeping a high inside of a fair value gap. So sweeping a high inside of a fair value gap, like taking, like if we were to take this high, it would now be a protected high. So it'd be high resistance. Sweeping a high that already took out a high, or sweeping a high inside of a fair value gap. Sorry. I don't know why I said it like that. I said it wrong. So yeah, we're gonna have to see. Let me draw it out here. On ES as well. So it seems like we're kind of delivering out of this right now. So let me mark this. Did a short and it glitched. And there 1.7K. You accidentally took a long. Okay, so if this 15-minute at if this 15-minute closes above at 9 o'clock, then I'll be looking for this buy side and I'll be bullish. Because we did sweep sell side here on the 15-minute. That we could be looking for this sell side here. It's external. I'm not sure. So since we inverse this, I knew it'd go down, but we just created a low. Now we already took out this low. So I don't know if we want to come to this big sell side down here. So I'm going to base our reaction off of this 15-minute for value gap here to see really what we're going to do here. So So if we end up creating a wick here with this fair value gap, I know we're going to come for the sell side here. And okay, I have this off actually. That's London low. So even better. Now we just have to see pretty much what we get here. I'm not taking this short if we get it, by the way, guys. Halo, you still haven't really explained what you mean by that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get what you meant by that. Oh wait. My mic stand is in the way. Thought Alpha Futures was gonna take my account low key. Are you trading with Alpha? Oh my gosh, bro, my voice keeps cracking today. I don't know why. Guys, if you guys are on the TikTok stream and you guys want like a better view, I guess. My YouTube stream just is looks a lot better. If you guys prefer that, it's up to you guys. So that short did get an entry there. Again, I said I'm not taking that short. You guys would have seen if I took it. It's the short that I'm talking about. If you guys don't see it, is this right here. Stop loss would just be like huge. Like that. Like that just doesn't look good. Unless you target it here, but that's still, how far are you targeting for almost 1 hour? 130 points for almost 1 hour. And we're not in the same type of volatility we were the other day, so. And it's really far in discount. Let me see if I draw it out from London low. Even if I draw it out with London low, it's in discount. Not even just today, like the range since CPI. I was gonna draw the range out with buy side and the new low we just made. But even if I just draw it out with CPI, it's still bad. Even if I draw it out with CP, like the lower I try to make it, it just doesn't. It still is either way in discount. So, though it does look like it's delivering off this inception gap here. You don't think it balances out and goes down from that big day we had yesterday? So yesterday went up because right here at whatever time this was, 3:18 or whatever, they had announced that they're actually delaying the tariffs. And the whole reason that we had this move from the day before was because they had announced that they thought we were going to take thought they were going to delay the tariffs. And then they ended up not delaying the tariffs. What is wrong with my thing, bro? They thought they were going to delay the tariffs. Yo, what is going on, bro? They thought they were going to delay the tariffs, so it pumped up on 1,000 points. And then they realized that they weren't actually delaying the tariffs and they just talked about it, so it dumped back down 1,000 points. Now, last night they announced that they actually were delaying them, so that made it pump up like that. 1,600 points, almost 2,000 points. So yeah, that's what caused that. I don't think we're gonna dump just because of that. Well, people are saying that they manipulated the market on purpose, like maybe they took positions or something. Okay, so we just have relatives here, relative equal those there. 3 minutes for this candle to close. So if this 15-minute delivers, then I'll be looking for sell side. Now, after we sweep this, if we sweep this, I would not be looking for this. Or I won't, like, if we take this, I won't be looking for this. I will want this to hit and get a good long setup, but I'm not gonna be looking for it. Also, let me compare this. Okay. All right, so technically an SMT there. But it didn't sweep the like lowest low on each side. But technically an SMT with this low. You got 1 RR if you took that short. Let me see. 2 minute. There was a 3 minute and then no 5 minute. So 3 minute, would the 3 minute have hit 1R? Let's see. I would have done stop right there at 400. 1R would have been here. So no. If you got an entry on the pullback, still not. If you got an entry really far in the pullback, then yes, you would have hit 1R. If you got a really good fill all the way inside the fair value gap. So we do have a 1 minute long here. Though I would prefer us to sweep out sell side first, which we have not yet done. So but what is wrong with my voice right now? Oh my gosh, dude, I need to turn off these stupid alarms. All right. So no entry there on that 1 minute. Bro, what is going on with my chair, bro? Just roll. This chair does not like to roll, dude. So right there, 15-minute closed. Obviously rejecting this for value gap here. I mean, if you don't see that wick, I don't know what. So this short actually does not seem horrible, though we are in discount, very far in discount. The entry, already got the entry there. I'll forward test this, but doesn't look good enough to take. It's super far in discount, so would target all the way down here at sell side. So break even would be here if you do take this. Close below on every time frame, even the 15-second. So I don't see why this would fail, except for the fact that we are already very far in discount. And the fair value gap is a lot smaller than the ones around it, but put in an order block there. So this should run unless we get an SMT. So let me see. I really want to see how I can put one of these things up here. Oh, what is wrong with my stream on TikTok, bro? How is it facing that way? All right, there we go. All right, so that short is working its way to break even. Dang, Loki, this setup wasn't that bad. I could have taken this. So break even and partials would be right there. I hope this hits break even. I'm not gonna lie. Though, if we do go to sell side, I would want us to get a setup off of it. And we are about to be in the macro, so I'm assuming we are going to run the sell side. So I guess this hitting break even would show a sign of bad price action right now if we're just chopping. So I guess hitting break even would also be a bad thing. We could put in a 30-second OB here. Let's see about this 30-second OB. We do have an SMT at those lows as well. Will you look for buys later after sweeping sell side? Yeah. I will, Richie James. Oh, I should have taken this. This is actually not that bad of a setup. No liquidity sweep. Not in premium, but delivery, continuation, bias. Tells us we're going to go down because of how we delivered out of that 15-minute. Oh my gosh, bro. Why do I never take the setups that I call out, bro? And then when I do, I move stop to break even. Too early. Like, I like that I'm getting really good at reading the market. Don't get me wrong. I'm also getting really irritated with the fact that I'm just not taking like some of these setups that are like really good. Like I sent in my Discord, I was like, bro, I feel like I'm actually reading the market really, really well now. And I feel like a lot of the call outs that I make on this stream, like win a lot. And I've only taken that one loss, which was what was it? Was it yesterday? The day before, I think. No, it was yesterday. It was that really small loss from yesterday. There was also a win I called out yesterday. So we don't really want this to close above here. This 30-second. This 30-second long may actually not be that bad. Okay, so right there would be the entry. It is really close to break even. Oh, I was gonna enter there. Though I would have been stopped at break even, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would have been stopped at break even. That's fine. Let's hit this internal right here. That's fine. I would have gotten stopped at break even anyways. That's the only reason I get hesitant when it closes so far. Like, you see how it just like, sometimes you don't know the time to move stop to break even when it does that. Could deliver off of this and put it in OB and kind of run all this right here. So I wouldn't really consider that much of trend line. We do have the equal highs above on NQ. So yeah, that would have been, would have 100% gone stop to break even there. And I think the short setup is actually getting a stop at break even. I think the 1 minute entry has not gone stop to break even. So we could be, no, we don't have a 2 minute to deliver from. We don't really have anything to deliver from here, so makes no sense for this not to work except for the fact that we already swept internal. So would have gotten stop at break even if I took this anyways. Unless you did a subjective stop at break even at 1R or like this liquidity right here, which I personally wouldn't do with a setup like this. But this long is printing. Or not yet. It hasn't hit TP yet, so never mind. Not printing yet. Okay, my headphones are off and they're not turning back on. There we go. You got a partial on 1R on the 30-second. What did you enter on this retracement? 1R. Let me see. If my stop, if I had taken this, I would have probably would have done 200, to be honest. Just because how far I closed above. 1R for me would be there, and then full TP at these equal highs. So if I would have done partials here at 1.1, full TP at 1.7 at the equal highs. So MNQ. What do you mean? Did you enter lower? Low key on MNQ, yeah, probably would have done the same. Just because I like to like do it right, or I would have done it 150 stop loss with what is it called? With like a little bit lighter, so like risking like 450 instead of 500. So if it closed a little bit below, then I don't really lose anything extra. Look at the close on MNQ. The close on MNQ is still not. Look, this is the close on MNQ. So if I were to do 150, It's still not 1 hour yet. Oh, you're talking about this. You're talking about this. I see it now. Took me a second. I would have probably done 80. No, that it just closed above on NQ before it closed above on it closed above on micros first, MNQ. It closed at a completely different time. So it actually closed higher because NQ hadn't inversed it yet. We do have a short kind of appearing here. I mean, hey, it ended up winning. Just don't make that mistake again because you could take a loss because of it. Take that profit, and I know, like, maybe, like, I've done this before. I'm guilty of doing this. Making a mistake and you don't really take a loss because of the mistake, so you don't learn from it. So you'll be like, oh, well, it didn't really matter much last time. And then you end up taking a bunch of losses and you're like, why am I losing? And then you'll finally be like, okay, well, I know I'm not supposed to do this. I did it one time and it worked, but it obviously doesn't work. Like, if I do it every time, it's just not going to work. So that's how I personally had to learn. I didn't learn when I was told not to do things by the people I was learning from. I kind of had to make those mistakes even though I knew not to do them. Connor Russell, you in a short right now? I'm in a short. I want this sell side. No, I'm not in a short right now. Sorry, what time did you send that? But yeah, way later. Like I said, just make sure you learn from that mistake and don't do it again. Because if you keep doing it over time, it'll end up making you lose more. Um, Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe you're gonna do the same thing I did and make the same mistake over and over before you end up learning from it, which is okay. Just you need dual charts on your screen. But I just don't like having two charts on one screen. Well, I have three charts on one screen. Well, you need to have two to have ES on there. And then I have micros in the corner, really small, to enter on when I need to. It took a little bit of getting used to. I didn't like having two on one screen as well when I first started, but you kind of get used to it. You have ES on another screen. So you have two monitors. One for ES and one for MQ. I have one for chat and one for trading. Why isn't my hair sticking up like that, bro? Yo, chat on YouTube, can we hit 5 likes? Chat on YouTube, can we hit 5 likes? We're almost there. Okay, SMT at these highs here. There's 30 seconds short. Doesn't look horrible. Okay. We did make an SMT at that low. Why did I think we didn't? Yo, what is wrong with me? Oh, we made it after. I forgot. This is where before we didn't. Okay. I did not notice we made that SMT after. I would have 100% taken that long. Oh, wait. It would have gone stop to break even anyways. I would have had to subjectively do stop at break even. Like up here. Sucks that it closed so far. If it would have closed more down here, would have been good. It being in the macro, I could have subjectively done stop to break even though, maybe a little bit later. All right, I'm gonna take that off my screen. We got 9 minutes left in the macro, and then we have 10 minutes to mark or 20 minutes to market open. Day is just getting started. We're still in pre-market. We always have long days like this. You took buys from the fair value gap. You're talking about this one? You're talking about this one. Okay, so no longer an SMT there. That's not bad. You just moved stop to break even. There we go. Trying to get the mic arm out the way of the camera for TikTok. I'm gonna go fill my water. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yo, Richie James, you got stop to break even? Where you moved your stop just now? Bro, why do I keep voice cracking, bro? Yo, guys, I'm gonna keep doing. No, yeah, bro. I saw below 857 candle. Is that where you entered? So if we sweep these equal highs and get delivery, I'll look for shorts off that. Retracing to this 15-minute pretty much. Not to that 15-minute, but would be delivering off of what? 3 minute fair value gap. Sweeping internal. Kind of want us to chop a little bit before hitting it. Kind of want us to do this. Not chop, but give us one good leg. With a fair value gap, like a clean setup. Oh, we got the YouTube stream to 5 likes. Let's go. All right, so we just swept this buy side here. My gosh, voice crack again, bro. All right, let's see. Really don't want us to displace through this 3 minute here. So I would have been full TP if I had taken that and not moved stop to break even at that first internal. If I had been subjective and used the macro, then I wouldn't have moved stop to break even, but I didn't take it though, so it doesn't really matter. So we could get a 2 minute here. Okay, this 3 minute is gonna close. Okay, so we could, okay, never mind. We're just dumping through that. So no 2 minute there. Possible 30-second, though I don't really like the way that 30-second looks. It's the very bottom of the leg. Really tiny 1 minute here that we would need to close below as well. Two minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. No, none of those. So 30-second closed below there. Now I would want the 1 minute to close below as well in order to get an entry here. So 150. 1 minute closes in 42 seconds. So might not even get our entry here. And there's also this 1 minute here that you would need to move stop to break even if we hit it. So just a whole bunch of problems with this setup. Though it could work, I'll probably just forward test this. This setup doesn't really seem as good. I would prefer for the setup to fail, sweep this one more time, then get a good setup because this setup does not look that good. So I'm not going to take this. I need that there though so I can use it in the future. So right there would be the entry. Stop to break even would be at this fair value gap. I'm gonna go fill my water again, bro. This cup, the cup I'm using today is so small, bro. Let me check TikTok chat. I haven't checked it in a while. Okay, we don't have anything. That's good. I didn't want to miss anything. All right. Yo, why does my sub thing not update live on stream? Stream label settings. Total subscriber count. It updates when I'm off stream. So if you took this, it would not be stopped out. That was really close to getting stopped out actually. And I didn't take it. You can see I didn't take it. And I was streaming the whole time, so you guys know I wouldn't take it. So stop to break even could be here if you want to move it. It's up to you. I would move stops to break even here. At the bottom of this low here. But again, I'm not taking this, just forward testing. So do stop to break even. Be here. All right, so right there would be stop to break even. Partial would be right here. So let's see if it's partials. And this is not one I regret not taking. I regret not taking the one earlier and subjectively moving stop to break even because we're in the macro and this is LRLR. But I don't regret it as much as the setups from yesterday. And with the equal highs there, it just makes it like better. I do regret not taking the set, or I do regret moving stop to break even early yesterday though. That is something I'm mad about. So I'm not really too mad about these setups so far today. Because they haven't been like the crazy best setups like this one. You would have objectively been stopped to break even. If you did mechanical break even, you would have been stopped out. And that's probably what I would have done. I would have gone stop to break even right here. So yeah. So this one has not hit partials yet. Again, I'm not in this. This setup did not look that good to me, just forward testing. So SMT at that lows as well. So if you guys do want to take partials at that, if you guys took this, I feel like my commentary has been getting a lot better. I called out what 3 winning trades today. I just haven't liked any of them. 2 partials so far. Well, this one would be a partial if you do partial at that SMT, or if you did partials at 1R. Though it did not have 1R. Almost at 1R. Unless you got a retracement entry. If you got a retracement entry, you would have hit almost full TP already. Yep. But I don't normally do retracement entries, so I probably would have been right here. Could take partials at that SMT, but I would probably look for this sell side here. Definitely stops to break even though if you took this. All right, so there would have been stop to break even. How long till market open? We still got 15 more minutes. Let me check the higher time frame. Higher time frame kind of looks trash, I'm not gonna lie. Delivering out of the hourly. Delivering out of the 15-minute. I definitely want shorts. Price definitely looks bearish right now. Or higher time frame. So a sweep of this might be good. Because we did just inverses to the upside. So definitely wouldn't short anything here. If we get like this 30-second, I wouldn't want to short. So yeah, realistically here, I want us with that SMT putting in an OB now. I do want buy side to get taken, or at least this internal, and then we could get a short setup off of that. This is looking pretty decent right now. Probably gonna wait till market open now because we are 10 minutes out. But if we get something like really good, then I'll take it. You know, if we get something like a light bulb setup, then I'll just take it. Like it's just like, oh well, I have to take that. You know. Other than that, I'm gonna wait for market open. We got 10 minutes until market open. So do I have a live TPT account? No. I want to get on a live TPT account. You have to get a certain amount of payouts before they put you live. Pro account. What's that? That's like after you pass. No, I'm gonna eval right now. Bro, I've just been getting so many break evens, bro. Here, I'm gonna pull up my trade zealot, dude. You can't pass an account if you keep taking like if you don't take any profit, bro. I take so many break evens and then they like hit TP after. And I've noticed a lot of my break evens, like yesterday, I shouldn't have even moved my stop to break even. Like, bro, this was last month. This was last month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a winning trade this day. And then what the break even after that loss ended up hitting full TP if I didn't move my stop to break even. When I did, I shouldn't have even moved stop to break even. It wasn't like I wasn't supposed to move it yet, but I just chose to. Like, bro, I just need to stop taking break evens. My friend makes fun of me for taking break evens. He comes up with all these weird nicknames for me. I don't know, bro. I just need to stop taking break evens. They, bro, every account has a trailing stop loss. Even the eval has a trailing stop loss. The only win I've taken recently, bro, is literally um that partial, bro. And then I would have taken a win, but I moved stop to break even. I'm actually so mad. So I'm down on the week by 75 bucks. And I would have been up on the week by like 700. And then I missed 2 setups last week, bro. End of day SL Pro account is trailing in real time like Apex. Yeah, I know it's trailing. Shouldn't really make much of a difference. Cuz I used to be funded with Apex as well. I just don't like their payout rules, bro. It makes, or at least the way it used to be. I think they've changed it, but it just makes no sense. And the way that they can deny payouts because their rules are very vague, kind of just, I don't trust it, bro. It just seems, makes no sense, bro. I've seen so many people get denied stuff for no reason. So I've had 3 funded accounts with them. But I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm not dealing with that. I'd rather go to someone that I can get a payout the same day. Like they send the money by the end of the day. Like I could request it at noon and get it by the end of the day. Like I could take the trade at 10 a.m., request it by noon, and then get it by the end of the day. Like I'd rather that so much more than having to deal with 2 payouts a month. I think they changed it though. It's every 8 days. It's every 8 days now with Apex. I still don't like it. They still have a horrible reputation, and I think there's something hard for them to come back from. And they still don't really do anything about their horrible reputation. I think it's cheap. I wouldn't say good for beginners because they just have a bunch of BS rules. Like they make the rules super super vague on purpose for them to be able to not send payouts to beginners. Cheap is one thing, but that doesn't mean it's good for beginners. It's good if you don't want to spend a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you still have to pay activation fee. That's $160 with them. I know because I've paid it 3 times. 160 is a lot of money. If you don't want to spend that much, if you don't want to spend that much money, pay for pay for live data and paper trade with um what is it? With TradingView. Yeah, at the end of the day, bro, TPT is cheaper if you pay $100 for an account and you pass it, then you don't even have to pay activation fee right now with the 30% off no activation fee. So if you pass your Apex funded, you have to pay $160 in order to request payouts. If you pass your Apex funded, you have to spend $160 to be put on a live account, which isn't even live with them. They don't do live accounts. Um, Take Profit Trader puts you on a demo account the same way Apex does, and they pay you out as if it was real money, the same way Apex does, right? No prop firm just straight up puts you on a live account, right? But then the difference is with TPT, after a certain amount of time, they put you on a live account after you get a certain amount of payouts, because then they trust you with the money. And then basically you split it with them 90-10. You keep 90% of the profit, they keep 10%. So Apex never puts people on real accounts. That's why they deny people payouts all the time, because they don't have the money. And that's why they have the rule where you can gamble to pass an account, is because people are buying it. And then people that don't know how to trade will buy 2 evals, right? So they'll do the 80% off with 1 day to pass, which means you can gamble it. So people will pay $60 for 2 accounts, and they'll spend $160 to pass the account, right? To actually get put on a real funded, right? Even though it's not a lot of money, they'll spend the $160 so now they've spent $60 or 66, right? Because they bought 2. I've done it. I've done the math, because there's someone that I wanted to do it on, that I was like, someone in my Discord, or someone that I was talking to. I don't remember who it was. I think it was someone in my Discord. 66, because it was $33 per account. And so it's 66, and then $160, because I've paid to activate an account before with Apex. I've paid for it 3 times. So 160 plus 66 is now what? 220. Now, or 260, yeah, 226. So now $226, right, to pass 1 account. And then you blow the account, and then you do the same thing next time we have CPI or NFP. And they make a bunch of money, because people don't know how to trade, and they do that to pass an account, and then they never get a payout. And I know this because I was talking to someone on my Discord. Like I said, I don't even know if he's still in the Discord, but bought 20 accounts. This is crazy, because Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts. He bought 20 accounts, longed 10 of them, shorted 10 of them, passed the thing. So now that's $33 times 20. He spent $660 already, right? Now to activate 10 of them, he spent 160 times 10. Now he spent 1,600 plus 660, right? To pass 10 accounts. Bro, he messaged me like a week later. He blew all of the accounts because he doesn't know how to trade. He blew every single one of the accounts, did the exact same thing this time, but only passed 8 accounts. So he spent, if I'm being generous and saying, since he passed 8 accounts, he only bought 16 this time. So that's 528. Now to activate 8 accounts, 8 times 160 is 1,200. So he spent a total of $4,068 and never got a payout because he doesn't know how to trade. Okay, we just left equal lows here. Also, I'm just waiting for... Can you reset a funded with TPT? I didn't know that. I thought you could only reset a eval. I'm gonna go fill my cup of water. Well, thank you, Stockvar, for following on TikTok. Three times. No, Lopez. Resets are never going to be free. Even on an email, they're not free. Like, well, obviously with an eval, they're not going to be free. They're not going to be free with anything. So that's market open right there. Obviously, that short setup was invalid. Um, hopefully we sweep out the sell side. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. So we inverse this 30-second. So hopefully price does take this out. I'm thinking about once I prove myself by getting a payout. Like I know it's taking a while right now, but once I prove myself by getting payouts, like a few payouts, I'm probably gonna start charging for like a private Discord. Just because, bro, these comms or not comms, but like the journaling or not journaling. What is it called, bro? Like the calls I've been making recently have been so good. I just need to prove that. I need to prove it that like I'm making money from it, so I need to make it worth people's time. All right, so we just reswept this high here. Let me check the higher time frame. Higher time frame does look choppy. I was hoping we could get a 30-second there with delivery resweeping that high, but nothing. We did have something for a second, but it filled it. What do you guys think about that idea? What do you guys think the starting price should be? I was thinking 25 bucks. 25 a month. But it would be after I prove myself by getting payouts. But my comms recently have been so good. I've called today, I've called two partials today, one winning trade, like full TP. I called a winning trade. I called two winning trades yesterday, I think. But no, I called a partial, a winning, and one loss yesterday, which that loss I was completely fine with. I called like three winning trades last week. I just didn't take any of them because I said I didn't really like them. I don't know why I didn't really like them, but a lot of people in my stream took them. But one of them I didn't like just because of how far it closed. But really, with the equal highs, it was still good. But real members free. I mean, I wouldn't really be able to do anybody free. That's why I would do it. That's why I would keep the price down. It's not. It's not starting. I wouldn't start it right now. I definitely need to wait until I prove myself by getting payouts. Like, even though I've been doing really good comms, I feel like that's not enough. Like, I have to like get a payout. But I wish we had a setup like that. What are we doing right now? This is probably one of the worst market opens I've seen. And Lopez is better than a lot of people. A lot of people charge like 100 a month. My live ended. Oh, why did my live end? Discontinued due to inactivity. Whoa. Yo, I don't like that. What? Yo, wait a second. All right, sorry about that. Bro, keep it at 25. Yeah, I was gonna keep it 25. The only way I would ever go past 25 is like in the future. Like, let's say I'm getting like 10K payouts and like I'm like if I consider myself one of the best traders, then I'd obviously make the price go up just as demand goes up. But like as of right now, like I'm not starting it right now, but when I do eventually start it, then once I get a couple payouts, I'll probably say after two payouts, cause one payout could just be luck. So after two payouts, showing consistency. Though my call outs have been really, really good recently. Like my analysis has been like crazy on point recently. Okay, so we have an SMT with that's why I've been really picky with the stuff I've been taking. But a lot of the stuff that I said I've liked, like I've avoided a lot of bad setups, but I've also like been a little too cautious, not even taking good setups. Like this, we have an SMT here. I like this. And I think I should take this. If we get it. Say 250. Okay, so it did close above there. 500. Okay. 250. Okay. Okay. Wait, I gotta see for SMTs. Okay, so stop at break even there. And where's 1R? Yo, my friend is gonna make so much fun of me if this goes break even. Oh, what was that, bro? Like, actually, what was that, bro? I was actually thinking about closing two there. So just so I don't have a break even again, bro. Are you serious, bro? 0.9R, bro? Like, are you serious? Break even was right there. I gotta draw this out. It's really beautiful setup, but that is, oh my gosh, that is actually so annoying. Saved me though from that loss. Look at that dump. Oh my gosh, bro! No way I took another break even, bro. We were like a point away from TP1, bro. Though I did have my TP1 a little bit higher. 2 points away. All right, so now we just swept this again. Still have the SMT there. No 1 minute, no 30-second, no 2 minute. So no setup here. Hopefully we sweep this low and get maybe a run of these highs on in the macro. kind of create a little bit of LRLR on the 1 minute. What's up, one more? I'm actually so mad about that, dude. Literally like a tick away. Not a tick, but like 2 points away. I mean, and with this, oh my gosh, but yo, this chart actually looks crazy. What is this? What is this? All right, so we just swept the low. Swept London low. I'm sending that screenshot to Discord. At notifications. Yeah, Amor, my trades have actually been really good recently. Like the trades I've been like calling out have been really good. I just need to actually start taking them. I feel like I'm just being like I'm being really strict on my trades, like even the ones that I call out. But I need to start like actually taking trades. That's why I made myself take that when it looked good. London low or not London low, sorry, SMT in discount. Let me see. Do we have a long here? Come on, bro. There's no way we don't have a long here. 15 second. 15 second. Just no for value gaps. So for this 15 second. Let's see. Carlos, what do you think about the 15 second? Bro, no way open Crunchyroll. I normally prefer V-shape recovery for 1 minute. This is for 15 seconds, I mean. So I'm not gonna take this too choppy. I prefer V-shape recovery for 15 seconds. So this could still work. Just 15 seconds, a little. I'm not confident anymore after we chopped. If we had gotten like momentum like that, then I would have taken it. But dang, bro. This isn't even something I'd consider a call out like the ones from the other days, because again, it's just a very choppy 15 second. So
hours, I've made almost 10K on a personal funded account with a real like verified broker, and I still have my fundeds, but I told myself I would like try my best to take advantage of what's going on in the market right now because it's literally like once in a lifetime. So that's why I opened the personal live account, and there is a couple of realizations that I've come to that have made me favor live accounts a lot more than fundeds. Fundeds are still awesome. Like everything I've said about fundeds before and how fundeds are better than live accounts if you don't have a ton of money, all that still stands. But something I've noticed is there's a completely different mindset shift when you're trading a funded versus trading a real live personal account. One aspect being what Tyler's been talking about a lot recently is like when you're trading a funded account and you have thresholds you have to hit to make money, you have all these rules that you have to follow, like you're just like walking on eggshells, and you also feel like you have to trade and feel like you have to do things a certain way. The freedom from trading on a personal live account that has no rules besides my own gives me so much peace of mind that I only have 2 day sample size, so it's not really fair to say, but just based on how I feel when I'm on the charts, it's a completely different feeling. I feel way.
all right. So 15 second is working. So 15 second would be a break even with partials right there. And did it hit 2R? Again, I'm not even considering like this a call out because yeah, that would have been full TP. Even if you looked for something higher. It hit 2.8R, but I would have taken TP at 2R. All right. I hope we get something in this macro. I want us to get it like a maybe like add to this LRLR kind of that we're building here. So maybe if we come down and sweep this one more time, or even do we create a fair value gap? No. We did a 1 minute, so maybe even come back and deliver off of this and get a long. So something like that. Let me see. Put in another break even on the TradeZilla. Feels good to just have break evens. This is a trend line, so let's see if we add to it. Please tell me we do. Generating liquidity would be good because it would give us something to run in this macro. Yeah, what did Dodgy post?
I had the worst day of my life yesterday. I was out golfing and I was making videos about how the tariffs were fake or whatever. And I was about to make another video on how this is all planned and how Trump, did the delete the thing on purpose. And my phone just goes black. Now, keep in mind, I'm on the golf course, so it just went black. I thought it was dead because it was at like 20%. I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. Maybe it just died at 20%. And I plugged in the charger for like an hour and nothing. My phone was just completely dead. I somehow found my way home. I don't even know how because I live like 25 minutes away from the golf course and I use maps to get there every time because I don't know how to get there, get the access to the highway. It's just so complicated. And I haven't been living here for that long. And I somehow got home and I get an Uber to the Apple store after going on my computer, spamming like 5 people to order me an Uber. I probably texted over 10 people. And finally, like 2 of them answer. Someone orders me an Uber, and I somehow made it to the Apple store. And the guy's like, "You're gonna have to replace. We're gonna have to replace your a mid-system replacement." I don't know. And basically, he just replaced my whole phone. And I figured that I'd still have my data, but everything is literally gone. I have no pictures of my camera roll. I have nothing. I literally have 5 gigabytes of iCloud storage backed up because I never paid the stupid $2 or whatever it is for the 200 gigabytes of data. So now I literally have nothing, and I should have.
Bro. What does that have to do with trading, bro? The title of the video had to do with trading. The title of the video said, "Do not trade when you're in this mindset." Oh, come on, bro. Not even entry for that 15-second. Damn. So I would still kind of consider that LRLR. Yo, Amor. Amor, are you there? Yo, what is going on? I took one break even. Candles don't lie. And then I did miss a setup. Mm, it would have been break even anyways. But I did miss a setup that I was mad about. Oh, the one I was mad about was this long. I should have taken this. I wasn't gonna take it, but I'm pretty sure there was an SMT here. Can't trade it anymore. I'm at the mechanic with my car. Or no, I think it was the 3 minute. No, it was the 2 minute. It was definitely the 2 minute. Took a 30-second pre-market for 1.8 R. 30-second. Let me see. What time? Was it this long here? Because this was the one I was looking at. I was gonna take. Yeah, the problem with this is even if I did enter, I would have gone stopped at break even with that. Unless I was looking at like this LRLR and put my stop to break even at the top of it, or like at 1R or something. But my stop to break even would have been here anyways. It hit my break even before I could even enter. Because I was looking at it and I saw the momentum and I was like, all right, I want to enter this. And then it closed, and as I was about to enter, it hit the break even for me. So I didn't really regret not taking it because it hit break even and then came back. So this short I don't like because you're shorting where we already took sell side. We took London low already. So I don't really like the idea of shorting this. I kind of had this fair value gap drawn out because I wanted to look for delivery for a long. That is some crazy delivery right there. Yo, this price action post market open is so trash right now. Like, actually, like, what are these 1 minute candles, bro? Why did my headphones turn off again, bro? My headphones always turn off. Turn on, bro. All right. Oh, the recent YouTube videos at 471. 30 views away from the new video coming out. All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Logan, you see the long you were talking about that I took earlier on MNQ? Would still be good if price didn't tap into the 1 hour BISI. You talking about this one? Do we really? I mean, that part was already filled from earlier, so I wouldn't really care about that. The only way I would care about it is if we swept this buy side. I don't think that BISI is the reason. The 1 hour, anyways. I think it has to do with us sweeping this high. We swept that high, so we didn't really have a reason to go back up into it. And MNQ doesn't really matter. You want to look at NQ. Okay, so we have a 1 minute. Oh, other fair value gap. So just a 1 minute here. Oh. Okay, rejected that. Now let's look on the 1 hour. So don't really have much to look for in here. This is just a big liquidity void here. Now, next big low that we could look for seems like it would be this one that we haven't swept. Have we swept this yet? Okay, we already swept that. So we could look for delivery here out of this. Do I think we're going to deliver out of this or go to the next sell side? I have a feeling we're going to go to this next sell side. I know nobody asked that, but I'm commentating. I have a feeling we're probably just going to go to this first. We'll see how we react to this fair value gap. We are still inside of the macro. Did you answer? Sorry, I wasn't here. I personally don't chart on micros. I would never chart on MNQ. But if you're talking about this buy side here, this 1 hour, if you're talking about this 1 hour, I don't think this 1 hour fair value gap is the reason we delivered. I feel like there's such a huge iFVG in this. If price would still be good if price didn't tap into the 1 hour. Oh, this 1 hour. Would it still be good if price didn't tap into that 1 hour? Well, personally, let me see. That's where that 1 hour starts. Personally, I wasn't looking at that. I was looking more at the fact that we had swept London. And even if we didn't sweep London, if you're talking about the one I took, I'm pretty sure the one I took had that SMT with a sweep. So we had a SMT with London and we had a sweep. So that's why I liked those setups. It had nothing to do with it, with the other thing. What's up, Hurricane? So with 30-second long entry there, though there's a 1 minute here, 1 minute did not close above. The 30-second looks good. To at least here. But problem is 1 minute didn't close above. Let me see. Low key, probably like a 250. Take stop loss. So 1 minute didn't close above there either. So 30-second closed above there again. All right, let's see how this 1 minute closes. All right, so nothing there on the 1 minute. All right. I feel like when there's such a huge iFVG like this, it runs most of it instead of being a reversal. Are you talking about the 1 hour? Candles don't lie. Are you talking about the 1 hour? You're talking about the one I'm looking for right here. So we still have 38 seconds. So I'm assuming we're either going to get a very bad entry for this or just no entry at all. So let's see. Probably end up doing 300. SMT there. Okay, no SMT. Okay. Some in there. Stop loss is technically 500. I'm not gonna lie. So probably look for like here. Break even is still gonna be at this high here. Looking for SMT there. So that would kind of be partials there. Seems like this is going to be a stop out here. Okay, so no stop out there. Hoping this gap right here holds. Now, if we inverse this gap, that could be a good sign. So no stop out there either. New break even's kind of here, so damn. And this is following my rules, moving my break even to there. So I don't have a problem with moving my break even like that. That is how I move my break even. So that's not against my rules. That's not moving it too early to me. All right, let's see if we close above this 30-second here. Closed above that 30-second, so should go up here. I'm gonna be ready to move my stop to break even. Oh, this should be 2. Why is it not 2? That's why it's 2, because I'll do partial at 1R. Think I'm missing? Do you think I'm missing a lot of trades if I don't have the seconds? I wouldn't say a lot of trades. I don't like how price is just chopping here. We're still inside the macro. Could be getting 10 a.m. reversal here. So I don't like that we're chopping here. So could hopefully put in an OB here. So did not put in the OB there. I really wish we did put in that order block. We also inversed this. So I was kind of hoping that would hold. Because we inversed that. So that should be bullish. Compared to ES. ES did not close above it though. No, I don't want to reverse. No! Bro, what is going on, bro? Like, what is that? The position's still here, bro. I'm holding it like that, but what is that, dude? It's because I have instant order placement, bro. All right. So that's a stop out right there. All right. How much was that loss? 288. All right, now let me put my confluences before I send this to save delivery from this. We swept this. Why did it reverse my positions like that? So this is the second loss I've called out in a while. Bro, with a manipulation leg too, I don't really get why it's doing this. Let me see. All right, so that's fixed there. 5 minute looks bearish. We just swept sell side though, so I wouldn't even look for shorts. We swept London low and everything. 5 minute. 5 minute does not really look bearish. There's nothing really indicating that we're bearish on the 5 minute. I don't know how you look for like a higher time frame bias, but like, bro, are you serious? No way we're getting this momentum now. Like, what? Like, no way we're getting this momentum now. After getting stopped out like that. Let me remove some of these out the way. Now we have this one holding price down. Like, when we even inverse this one, I don't understand why we didn't. Like, we inverse that one with delivery from this one. Don't really understand why. All right, so now it seems like we're gonna get this one. This is just annoying. Saying because of your position, I could see you were going to get stopped. From what? Nothing caused me to get stopped out. It doesn't seem like I'm going over everything. I just listed everything. Delivery from a 1 minute from the left, liquidity sweep from the left, inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute and 30-second. We're in discount and we're in the macro. So this one doesn't seem bad. We would be creating an OB if we get this. So we did not put in the OB there. Though we did inverse it. Price is looking really choppy now though. So this one could fail. We didn't even have an SMT going against us in that long that I took earlier. We still have 30 minutes left. Bro, price is just so choppy today, bro. I don't get what's going on. Oh my gosh, bro. Price is just chopping right now. I don't even know really what to say because price is just. I don't really have much to commentate. Price is just sitting in this fair value gap here. Seems like we pretty much just got chopped out. It seems like. I mean, we saw this long here fail. The one we took failed. This one also failed. It's closed above right there. Now this is some good momentum, but hit this internal. Again, too low to short, but price is just chopping right now. Bro, are you serious? Like, what is this, bro? Now it wants to work? Guess just got chopped out because that's all the market's doing right now. It's just chopping, bro. But that was literally in the macro. Bro, of course it's working now, bro. Like, seriously? Sorry about that. Bro, my headphones turned off again. Okay, don't turn on, bro. I don't understand why. Bro, like, what is the purpose of them turning off? My computer's on. Like, seriously, bro? Really, bro? Chopped around my entry, bro? Like, seriously? What was the purpose of chopping around as soon as I entered, bro? It's like the markets know I'm entering. Just to chop like that. Then I get stopped out, and then it does this, bro. Works its way back up. So what is my daily at? 288. How long we got? We still got 30 minutes, bro. I don't think I'm staying on till 11. I know my loss was small, but I still don't want to take another one. So that means I low key gotta get a winning trade tomorrow in order to end this week green. I would have already been green up. I would have already been green on the week if I took that trade yesterday. And then there was a couple trades from almost every single day that I should have taken as well. And I would be very green. I would have already passed my account, bro. How long have I been on here? 2 hours? All right. So let me check higher time frame. What do we got here? Don't really know right now. Kind of just waiting. Bro, I'm waiting for my friend to respond. I sent him the trade. Trying to see what he says about it. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom again. I'll be right back. Should we? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. Oh. Didn't really miss anything. Except for this, which got stopped at break even anyways. So, yeah. Kind of not really expecting much now. Price has just been choppy all day, so kind of expecting it just to probably continue chopping. And my camera's about to die. How long do we have until AM's over? We have 30 minutes. I gotta change my battery on my camera. Right, there we go. Yeah, price action's being really mid. I mean, I've avoided a lot of losses. Don't get me wrong. Like this setup looked good too. Perfect delivery out of this 30-second here. Inversing this. Break even would be right here. That failed. Almost put in an order block. This one inversed as well. Even putting in an order block when it inversed. So we put in an order block there. And still took the 3-minute and got stopped out hard. What 3-minute? Are you talking about a short? That's too low. Personally, to short. I wouldn't have taken that. It's too low to short. But retraced to 50% in momentum. I mean, the fair value gap wasn't really that big. Let me see. You could say retrace to this. This, like that leg anyways. I mean, even this leg. Yeah, you could. I still wouldn't have taken that. We were delivering from nothing. That's personally why I wouldn't like it. Not delivering or sweeping anything. So, or technically we swept like this on the 1 minute. And did this on the 3-minute, but first FVG concept. First presented FVG concept. What is that, Halo? I don't know what that is. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. So, just let me know. I've never heard of it. since market open. There's a strong PD array. Let me see. So at this one, yeah, because you could go on the 30-second, and the first one since market open would be this one. So it is really small. And that doesn't seem very strong if we're going like this through it. But this is so annoying, dude. This price action's kind of trash, bro. It's just like this. And this is trash. This is trash. Kind of just chopping our way down. This at market open was trash. I might just be done. Because, bro, what is this? Don't get me wrong, I want to end the day green, but, like, I also don't feel like sitting through this price action. Yeah, I agree. I don't think paying Apex's thing is really worth it. If they're like with the risk of not getting a payout. Okay, so this is more in premium here. Do we have delivery from anything? Not really. I mean, I guess it's really, really tiny for value gap. Problem is break even would be right here. Kind of hope we dump through this. Maybe get a sweep or something like this down here. The sweep would probably be a little bit better. Now did we get a 1 minute there? Really, really tiny one down there. I'm gonna be desperate here. No, nothing on the 4 minute. Bro, what is price doing right now? Okay, so we just inverse this, which means that we should take out this. But again, this one's not good enough for setup. Now, if we get something here with delivery from here, I wouldn't be opposed to taking that. That would look good. So let's see. I honestly don't think we're gonna get anything else. We only have about 10 minutes left. Almost swept it there. Okay, SMT at those lows. SMT at the lows. 2 minute, 3 minute, maybe. We don't have a 3 minute yet. But we do have this very, very little 2 minute. And this 1 minute's not bad. Though I'd kind of want both of them to close at the same time. If we do get this. Do they close at the same time? Okay. So don't close at the same time right now, but if this candle doesn't inverse and the next one does, then it would close at the same time. And break even would be right here. Oh, there's delivery from a 30-second though. So now the short works. What do you mean now the short works? The 3 minute? 3 minute didn't work. It hasn't even came back to it yet. On ES or on NQ anyways. There's a SMT there. Okay, so now they close at the same time. I don't think we're gonna get it here. Yeah, I doubt we're getting anything. But we are in the macro now, so could get something here. Again, I'm sorry I'm being quiet. I'm just like price action is just choppy, so I'm kind of just waiting now. So we do have this 30-second, which this 30-second does not look bad. Would it be 150? $125 take stop loss. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm in there. So I'm going to sell 3 there. And I'll do the rest there. I'm going to mark out the break evens. So TP is those equal highs. I'm actually going to do TP1. I'll do it like 1R, which I think is like right here. Wait, if I'm doing 150, 1R is right there. No SMT there. Why did my headphones turn off, bro? All right, let's see if this holds that little inception gap. 2 losses in 1 day would kind of suck. So it held there. Let's see about this next candle. Okay, so that was a stop out there. So 2 losses today. What is wrong with this? Targeting equalize. All right, so break even was there. Inverse here. This here. All right, so also had delivery from this. Don't really know why this didn't work, but I'm gonna send this to the thing, and yeah. And I guess I just don't know. Today was just really trash. I guess I don't really know. No SMT there, so. All right, so trading the day after a 3K point move. Bad day, man. See you. I get there was a big move yesterday, but it had to do with news. It wasn't even, I don't know. Was it overnight? No, it wasn't overnight. Was that a 3K move, or there was like a 1K move? Almost 2K. But yeah, I don't know. They were both really small losses. Would I end the day off? Not small, but a little bit more than a single loss. So one small loss, one pretty normal size loss. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining up. Hopefully we have a better day.